Okay guys, here we are in the cockpit of the 2017 Alltrack. Sitting in here, there's so many amazing features to go over. So we're going to start with the super basic stuff. The car has the multifunction steering wheel, the leather wrap steering wheel. You have all your controls of the central display here. That's AM, FM radio. Also with the satellite, you've got your phone. You've got navigation. You've got real-time information about the car, such as your real-time speed, real-time oil temperature. All that kind of stuff is all pretty standard features in the Volkswagens. Of course, the Alltrack has it. Some things that this car in particular has that are really standing out to me as soon as I get into the cockpit here. First things first, I'm taking a look around, and the car has, with the package, the driver's assistance package, it has what's called Park Assist. Now, Park Assist is a system that helps you helps the car park itself. It's a really kind of cool system, and you'll see that the steering wheel will actually turn by itself while we're using the system. We won't be using the system today, but that's kind of the stuff that it does. You can see I've got it displayed here in the center. So the car is currently asking me to drive forward. I'd be driving forward. Then the car is going to use the sensors on the outside to figure out where it is in relation to other vehicles and then park it. So very, very cool stuff. From there, so I've also got in the middle, as part of that driver's assistance package, I have, let's see here if we can pull it up. Oh, there we go. So this is on the screen here, and the park is taken over. Okay. This here is adaptive cruise control. So adaptive cruise control is that system where when you're driving down the highway, let's say you set your speedo at like 110 and you're going and there's a car in front of you that's doing 90. Now that guy's going a little bit slower. The car will sense that the other vehicle is in front of you. It's going to slow down and match that car's pace. Keep it there until either the car turns off, or you can put your signal on and go around them, and the car will accelerate back up to 110 kilometers an hour. Now again, with the 1.8 turbo motor in the Alltrack, you're going to have tons of passing power in this vehicle, and we'll go over some of that as we kind of get more in depth into the drive modes of the vehicle and stuff like that. So that pretty much goes over a lot of the driver's assistance package that's added to it. So again, that's lane assist. Lane assist is when you're driving down the highway, the car will actually correct or vibrate the steering wheel in order to let you know that you're leaving a lane without signaling. The adaptive cruise control we went over, and then the park assist is another feature that we went over as well, and then we saw those front and rear park sensors on the outside. On the next package, we've taken a look at the light and sound package, we've taken a look at the headlights, we've seen this the subwoofer in the back, and we can see just some deckling on the front here with the Fender audio system. So having that premium audio system is absolutely amazing. This car has beautiful sound. So let's get over to the central display, because the central display is actually really, really awesome in this car, and not something that I've seen in any of the other Golf models. So I'm talking about the Golf R, the GTI, or even just the Golf on any trim level. It still looks very similar to what, you know, the regular Golf has to offer here. We've of course got the AM, FM satellite radio button, our media center, which is Bluetooth, auxiliary inputs, SD cards, those kind of things. Phone button, which allows us to do the Bluetooth thing. Voice activation button, so you can click the voice, and then the car has a voice recognition system that allows you to go through different things to make phone calls and stuff like that. Navigation, which is of course a standard thing on you know, once you're up into the Highline trim level or in the GTI or in the Golf R, you have that navigation as a fairly standard feature. The info button here, that has to do with the navigation. So what I actually want to get to that's different in this car compared to, like I said, some of the other cars, is this car has off-road information. So this is a direct, you press the car button, you go into the selection, there's a bunch of different options here. Energy consumers, most of the Golfs have this, it's just for consumer consumption. Driving data, keeps track of, you know, all the driving that you've done, some information there. Think Blue Trainer helps you learn how to drive more efficiently. Vehicle status is if there's any, you know, lights on or anything like that, the vehicle will tell you what's going on. This off-road mode is really, really different and unique. So off-road mode gives us 3 circles. In the Golf R, you get a performance mode where you get these similar 3 circles and it gives you some similar information. This here is giving us, so you can see the degree of turn on the wheel. So as I'm turning the wheel, it's actually showing us how much turn the wheel has. So that's that. This here is the direction that we're facing now. I haven't moved the car yet, so it probably isn't 100% accurate because we aren't really facing north right now, but of course once I get moving on the car, it'll calibrate itself and get us going on that. And then feet above sea level, and again, probably once we get the car moving, it would be able to calibrate those things. So that's the tire. It also has real-time oil temperature and real-time engine temperature. So some really cool stuff here on the car. Just kind of gives us that like unique feel for the Alltrack, right? One thing that when I first got into the Alltrack, I didn't expect to happen was this here. This is a drive select mode. So the Golf Alltrack actually has a drive select, similar to what the Golf R and the GTI have. So you can see normal mode is for just regular everyday driving. It keeps us, shifting for fuel economy, things like that. Sport mode, so profile for dynamic driving. So when you're becoming a more aggressive driver, probably going to tighten up the suspension, shift the gears a little bit differently for the car, things like that, right? We can custom what we'd like, so we can go steering in sport, we can change it, the adaptive front lining to sport or go to normal. So we've got a bunch of different cool options here as well. But then we have this, and this is a unique mode for the Golf Alltrack. It's called off-road mode, and what that means to me is it's going to soften up the suspension. It's going to allow for a little bit more travel if you're going over those kind of rougher terrains, and it gives you that kind of versatility to switch from different modes and, drive. Let's just say we're driving, out to the farm, and you're in sport mode on the highway and enjoying yourself. And then as soon as you get there, you're on a gravel road and it's a little bit rough, and you can, on the fly, switch to that off-road mode with no issues, which is really cool. So from there, gone over the majority of that stuff. This is a pretty standard section here. Dual climate control, heated seats, auto climate control, the regular stuff as far as the Golfs are concerned. Park Pilot, and that's the front and rear park sensors. When you put it into reverse, it also will fire up the backup camera, and then you've got your park sensor on the side here too. Okay, so that's that. This is pretty much, we've gone over most of the stuff in the Golf Alltrack. Just to finish up, it does have the auto dimming rear view mirror, and it does have the panoramic sunroof that is available in the Sport Wagon as well. So this is a extremely well equipped car, and yeah, this is the Volkswagen Golf Alltrack.